Okay, so I just want to make a quick video looking at some data. So what I did, I just went to the website, which is the BOM website, and I grabbed some data on some tides. So what the heck did I do? I just went to the website that is on the the task, the investigation. I picked somewhere, and that took me to pick some tides. So I picked some tidal data, and when you click on one of them, it looks something like this. So I collected a few days worth of tidal data. I copied and pasted. It was in yucky format. So what I did is I took the time and the tide, the time and the height, and I just wrote them out again. Here's the time, here's the height. Hooray for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. Right click, go away. Right, so I'm going to shift this across, just this part for now. Come on, brain. Just going to shift it across to here. Ooh, okay, so these are times of the day. And so somebody went out and went, oh, there's the tide. Oh, there's the tide again. There's the tide. And these are times of the day. What we need to do is set up a datum. We need to work out what our time elapsed is. Now this one here, this is 3:58, and that would be early in the morning. Bag's Eye not having that job. So 2 minutes to 4, this person went out and took the time. So our first datum is going to be from midnight, and I just want to turn into hours and minutes. Okay, and then total minutes. So I've got 3 hours, 3 and 58. I've got 10, and I've got 43. So on and so on, 14, 21. And I continue on in that fashion all the way down. Now, if I want to work out the total minutes, then I've got 3 lots of 60 plus 58, and I could use an onboard calculator, but I want to make this as easy as possible. So you can literally just go, hey, can I get 3 times 60 plus 58, please? And you can do it on your calculator if you want. 3 times 60 plus 58 equals 238. I could write in there 238. Fine, I could do that. But look, just for now, I'm going to say, how about I go equals this cell times 60 plus this cell. And that should give me the total number of minutes. I'm just going to drag this down, and I've got all of those done. That's the total number of minutes. It's not hard. I hope. Anyway, so let's look at what happens on Sunday. Sunday is a little bit weird because it says 3 hours, but how far away is that from my day previously? I'd need to add 24 hours to this because a whole day has already passed. Remember that word datum? My datum at the moment is midnight from the starting point of this day. 3 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours. Well, to get to here, it's not 3 hours. It's now 27 hours and 0 minutes. Here it's not 10 hours, it's 34 hours. Why? Because I had to add a day's worth of time, because a day's worth of time has elapsed. This is going to be, come on brain, 38 hours. 38 hours and 59 minutes. And I just keep going through until I've got, well, let's see this one as well. 24 plus 19, come on, that's 44, 43, 59. I just want to do this one because then, of course, this day, there's day 1, we didn't need to add anything. There's day 2, we had to add 24. Day 3, we would have to add, that's right, 48 hours. So 48 plus the 2 is 50 hours have elapsed. 50 hours worth of time has gone by since midnight on the first day. So 50 hours and 35 minutes. And we just keep going until you've filled all of them. So add 24, add 48, add, come on brain, 72, add 96, so on and so on and so on. Every day you add an extra 24 hours worth of time. And you can see your minutes just going up and up and up and up and up. Now, I've used the word datum already once. The datum is your starting point. And we have so far been using midnight. I haven't written it there, but midnight would come before 3 o'clock. Midnight is our actual datum at this point. But we want to set our first measurement point of 238 minutes after midnight to 0. To 0. And that would be our time elapsed from our datum, our first point of measurement. Time elapsed. So my time elapsed here should be 0. And instead of writing 0, I'm going to say, hey, give me this cell minus 238. The reason I'm minusing 238 is because I'm trying to drag that time back to a starting point that is less by 238. And if I drag all of these back by 238, it's just like I'm shifting the whole pattern back by a set amount. So they're still the same distance apart. But I'm setting my datum, instead of to 238, I'm bringing it back to 0. And that's what I should see. So if I drag these down, all of those should just be reduced by 238. Okay, so I've kept going down with all them. I've got my total minutes in this column. I just drag this column down until I've got all of my total elapsed minutes. Then I would just bring this across. What is this? What is this rubbish here? Control V. Control V. This is my actual tidal height. Tidal height. So now once I've got them, I literally just, I'll take these as well because these will become your labels. I'm just going to highlight to there because that's all I've got done so far. But you can imagine you would just highlight all the way down and then you go insert and play around with these. I personally think a really great place to go is charts, and I'm not going to show you which one, but one of those, remember this is an investigation. You will have to investigate till you can get one of those that makes it look like a squiggly line, preferably a smooth squiggly line. And then you have modeled this tidal data. Now just a quick clue for you, just a clue. Remember that you've already played with GeoGebra or Desmos, I don't mind what you've played with. The very last part of this assignment is taking this, whatever you've graphed should be kind of a squiggly line over here, taking that squiggly line which has peaks and troughs and distance between the peaks, then going into GeoGebra or Desmos and playing around with these sliders until you can make your mathematics look like your model. And once you've made your mathematics look like your model, you can say, well, when I played with my mathematics, what was my final equation? What was my final function, which is hiding over here? What was my final function? Did the peaks and troughs match up with my squiggly line that I made? If not, if they did match up, how much did they match up? How successful have I been? What worked, what didn't? Oh, lots of fun. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Email me if you're really stuck and I will attempt to respond in an equitable way. If I need to make another video, I will. Good luck.